Why do you always make like the weirdest gulping noises?
I'm barely even sipping this. I'm trying to get the smallest little sip I can. And let me tell you why, Doug. I've been throwing up for about 22 hours.
Why?
I don't know. So, okay, I went to Six Flags yesterday. Six Flags over Texas. Yay! It was a lot of fun. However, I went with a good friend of ours and his family. He has kids. And so we were kind of splitting the difference between like adults go on a ride, now the kids get to go on a ride, da da da. Now the big rides, no fucking problem, bro, no fucking problem. They're huge. They don't do anything like compact. You know what I mean? You go up, you go down, you go around, it's over. Awesome. Loved it. Rode a couple of fucking crazy ones. Had a really good time on those. And then his daughter wanted to ride this ride called the Sombrero. Okay, and that's this big ass sombrero, and you sit on the brim, and it goes around and up and down in this circle. Okay.
Okay.
Now our friend was like not really feeling it, but we were trying to be like, let's all just do it for her. So we all got on it, and it goes on its first little backwards drop, and our friend turns around and looks at me and goes, "Dude, I'm not a fan of this." And I was like, "Me either, dude." And it fucking just kept going and going and going. And it stopped, and I fucking got off and ran, bro. Ran straight to the bathroom and started puking. Now, something I should...
Hold on. we'll get the...
I mean, I didn't see it.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Joel.
And this is episode 102. And as you can see, Joel is just explaining to us what a wonderful weekend he had with a dear friend of ours. Thanks for the invite. I appreciate it. I'm just kidding. And then, like I would have gone to Six Flags over Texas.
In Dallas? They were here for a family vacation. We caught them on their last day. But so I just want to finish the story. It's awful.
Yeah.
And I want to warn everybody, like, I'm just not feeling myself.
Hold on. For those just joining, Joel is going into a personal adventure story about him at Six Flags riding a sombrero.
So I got off the sombrero and I went and threw up. Now, one thing I should point out is the night before, so Tuesday night, me and Caroline and one of her good friends went and hit up this really fancy Mexican spot here. Got a couple of big margaritas, and I feel horrible right now. Got a couple big margaritas, and we got like a regular Mexican plate. I got like an enchilada and a taco. Anyway, we both got sick from that. Before we got to Six Flags, we woke up and both started throwing up. But I was like, you know what, dude? If we bail on him, it's gonna look so bad, especially with him. If we just bail, no, can't do it.
Friendship terminated.
Exactly, bro. So, and we had already bought tickets to Six Flags, so I was like, dude, we are going. So I threw up my little enchilada, and I was good to go. I felt fine. Now, I felt fine until after that sombrero ride. So I run off and
Sweet Caroline, you'll wake up every morning, you just roll over
and throw up.
Throw up all over and rub your fingers through her hair and say, "Hey, good morning, my little enchilada."
And I go, "We're still going to Six Flags. Get up, ho." So anyway, it was like pretty hot yesterday. It was like at 84, I think, at the peak yesterday. And for the most part, at the beginning of the day, it was like sprinkling and really cloudy. And I promise that this story gets good if you want to hear about me being miserable. So I puke over and over and over and over again at Six Flags. And I'm like, what the fuck? Because I figured I'd just throw up once and be fine. You know, I felt dizzy from the ride. Get it out. Let's go get some pizza or something and I'll be fine. I threw up. And then in the walk back to them, every single time, I just felt like myself getting wider and wider and wider. And finally, we end up at this restaurant and we're meeting up with his wife's brother-in-law and sister and their kids and all that stuff. So they're at this restaurant. So we meet at Six Flags. So we meet up with them. And they're introducing themselves to me, and I had to straight up go, "I'm really sorry, guys," and just put my head on the table. I couldn't even look at anybody. So I finally, we tried to do one more ride, and Jeff's like, "Joel, dude, do not ride this fucking ride. You're gonna get sick." So I'm like, "Fine, I won't ride it. I'll sit, and then by the time that ride's done, we'll be good." Man, halfway through that ride, I knew I wasn't going to stay. So they get off the ride, and I get Caroline, and I go up to him, and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. We've got to go. I can't physically even like stand being in this place right now. So we leave. Dude, I was throwing up in a cup while I drove to get home. I could not stop puking, bro.
How big was this cup?
So it was a $30 souvenir cup from Six Flags that I just ruined by fucking puking in it.
You couldn't wash it?
Well, I did. I threw it in the dishwasher when I got here, but I probably will never drink out of it.
So Joel and I, for those listening and watching, Joel and I just kind of jumped into this one without testing everything. So Joel's camera is a little sketchy, and sorry for the clicks and pops. Yeah, dude, everything on your end is just real bad today, but it's perfect because it goes in.
It looks perfect on mine.
Yeah, sure.
For both of us.
Okay, cool. Well, it's going in tandem with the way that you feel today, and
so I'm almost done. I get home, and Doug, I'm going to tell you and the customers right now, I have never felt like I felt when we got home. I don't know if it was like the heat mixed with like some bad food, mixed with that ride, mixed with me like I was still trying to like drink stuff. You know me, dude. I need liquid. So like as I was puking, I would still drink, and then I'd throw that up. It was awful. So I actually make it to around like 11 or midnight. I start feeling better. So I took like 100 baths. You know me and baths. I have to have a bath when I don't feel good, dude. I just soak in a warm bath and it helps.
I did not know that about you.
Oh, dude. So I took about 10, 12 baths last night.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You know me and baths?
I thought you knew that. When I lived with the boys in that house and everything, they all got used to it because I'd always take over the bathroom when I got sick. I won't let anybody in.
Well, I remember when you had your personal bathroom, you were always in there.
Yeah, well, God, like so. What? But yeah, so that's why. But so I was freaking out thinking I'd given myself some weird like heat exhaustion thing because when it got cold, I was getting sick. But when I got in the hot bath and my body got hot again, I felt fine. So anyway, I finally get out of the bath at like midnight and I go and I watch TV and I'm like, fuck yes, dude. I can't believe we beat this. I'm sipping on a Gatorade. I ate a little piece of bread. I was like, dude, it's over.
We beat this.
I was like, it's over, bro. I go lay down. The second I lay down, boom, puke again. I'm like, what the fuck? So, Doug, let me tell you, I was up until about 6:30 this morning, throwing up and shaking and not sleeping. And then I slept through my alarm and woke up and felt so bad that I called you. I shouldn't have even called you. I called you, and now I'm here. So, hell yeah. Praise the Lord and pass the fucking Pepto, baby, because I am hurting.
Well, yeah, you're 2 hours late.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay. But like, also,
so I'm sipping that because that's the only thing I've had to drink that I haven't thrown up.
But it's weird. Last night I took a bath too.
Really?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Did you get a bigger bathtub in your new place?
An Epsom soak. I don't have a bathtub.
Oh, what? Yes, you do.
No, I just made it work. I got a bus tub and just sat in it.
You ever take a whore's bath?
Yeah.
Me too. When Rochester went on that stupid shitty little Texas tour, bro, we went and ate Burger King and we all got sick from it and we were leaving Mission, Texas. So there was nothing in between there. And when we were headed back up, I think to Corpus or something, and we pulled over, we're all sweating balls. We pull over on the side of the road. There's this thing that says rest stop. We're like, fuck yes, thank God. We're all lining up for the rest stop. Open the door and it's a stone with a hole cut in it.
Dude, no, that's so weird. Last time I took a Hooters bath, I was in New Orleans at a Burger King.
Was that when you and our boy were waiting for that bus?
No. Different time. Been in New Orleans more than once, Joel.
Well, I know. I was just curious if that was the time because y'all had to spend so much extra time.
Yeah, for sure. We did.
We have we know a bunch of people who are either in New Orleans or headed up there real soon right now. I guess everybody's just trying to get their first vacation in.
I guess.
I just seen a lot of people finally bouncing.
It's so weird that you're talking about you in bathtubs. The more I think about it, I do remember you going in your bathtub and being locked in there for hours, and all I heard was constant like slapping. Like I thought, and then we just thought you were slapping yourself in your face the whole time. Why were you doing that? Why were you just slapping and slapping and slapping in the bathroom by yourself?
Probably the water, bro. I play with it. You gotta do something when they're in there for fucking hours. I squirt it out of my thumbs, and sometimes I go under and I go burp, burp, burp.
Dude, one time, yeah, that's what you're doing, playing water. But I remember one time, this is embarrassing, but why not?
Shit, why not? I just told a 10-minute story about how I puked for a day.
No, I was at your house one time, and I guess I just had the urge. I had to take care of some things. I was in the bathroom, and right when I came out, you were like, we're all sitting around, you're like, so just talking shit to you. And it wasn't me. You're like, well, at least I'm not over there jerking off. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Right. You're like, well, these two ducks, I come into your house and jerking off in your bathroom. Like, hey, what?
I probably didn't even know. I was probably just guessing.
But he's like, why the fuck were you even outside the door? You fucking weirdo.
Was it at our house? Because then it would have been in my room.
No, it was at your old house when you were kids.
Oh, shit. I don't know. It's probably just wandering. Speaking of that, here, we'll take it off you for a second. We have a friend who's a fucking idiot who used to live on the outskirts of town. Right when you're getting outskirts of town. You know who I'm talking about. Right on the outskirts of Vicquero, bro, on the way to Victoria. Literally on the highway. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
So one day, he's not answering his fucking phone, but he had said he was going to Victoria with us. So, you know, as good friends do, we fucking headed to his house. We'll get him. He doesn't have to answer his phone. We'll get him. So we show up and his car's there. You can't hide a car at the house. We know where he's there. So
hey, literally, he lives off the highway.
Yeah. So we see his car. We pull up. Fuck yeah, he's here. Let's get him. We fucking knock on the door. Nothing. I'm like, that's weird. Open the door. Unlocked. All right. So we go in. Nobody around. Like, where's this motherfucker? Sound. Walk down the hall, kick the door open, and there's our buddy, dick in hand, just fucking
beating the pud,
twisting the salami.
One time I was tending to my pud, and I was like in high school, and somebody knocked on my front door, and it was two friends of mine, and I was like, oh shit, they didn't see anything, whatever, and go out to this pasture party or whatever. And right when I got out of the car, I like chugged a bottle of Arbor Mist and like got out of the car and just started puking it all up. And like when I started walking to the party, everybody's playing drinking games around this picnic table. And I'm like, hey, what's up, everybody? And they started a really slow chant and they got really loud of masturbator.
Oh no. I would have been so. But they caught me. What everybody does.
Oh, I was embarrassed. I mean, it was embarrassing at first, but then it's just really funny. But everybody, but I had like 20 people chanting masturbator. So they did catch me, didn't tell me, and called everybody at the party to set that up. Quite ingenious.
How did they catch you, though, if they were outside and you were inside?
So where the computer used to be in my parents' house, if you don't remember, the glass door, like there's like a glass window in the front door. And then there's a weird mirror in the corner, and then the computer was under the staircase.
Was the computer by where the tape
saw me in the window, all hunched over, punching myself in the groin multiple times, and that's how they found out.
Was that where y'all used to have the videos in that little hallway by your room?
No. You're thinking the back door, in the front door.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So when you're sitting on the porch and you go into the right.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. That doesn't fucking matter. I was just trying to picture how they saw it. I was like,
no, through the mirror.
Okay, that sucks. You did yourself dirt on that one, bro.
Hey, man, what can you do? Sometimes you just have to go about your day.
Never mind. I wanted to talk about something, but we made a deal never to bully this person on the show, so we'll talk about it afterwards. You sent me a picture of somebody doing something on Amazon, and I wanted to talk about it, but don't worry about it. I'll tell you later.
Okay.
Because I had a story about that person and then realized that's bullying, so we won't do that.
No, yeah, we're not bullies anymore.
It was just a jerk off thing. I'll say somebody else once said at school when we were all eating lunch and he went, "Hey, you know I beat off till it bleeds."
Oh yes, yeah, that's a person.
Oh boy, didn't even know what to say. I remember being a freshman to be like, "Bro, I don't even fucking know who you are. You're gonna have to go away with that bullshit, dog."
Well, I mean, sometimes people, just get bored. They have to, apparently you can only go a certain amount of times. I think that, is that true? Like, did you know you can only swallow up to 3 times before your body makes you stop?
Swallowing?
Yeah.
I actually don't want to try that. I spent a
No, you should try it.
No, I spent a lot of time swallowing yesterday trying
No, Candace is the one who fucking the Candace is the one who told me all about that.
That's swallowing?
Yeah.
So wait, you swallow 3 times in succession, then your body won't let you swallow the 4th time?
It's the Candace thing or whatever.
Candace
dick in your mouth. Got you.
Yeah, boy. I was like, that must be his friend. I don't know.
But seriously, try it. I'll do it with you.
I can't even do it 3. I couldn't even do 3. I gagged on the 3rd one.
I can't do it. Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah, it's their body like not letting you do it.
There was
those at home, those listening, try to swallow 3 times. Try to swallow as many times in a row as you can. Chances are you won't get past 3.
I want to say this because I want to put this out there. I never promote anyone else's stuff, but it's Caroline, and we're fucked right now. So I need to throw this out there. About 2 weeks ago, Caroline's Facebook got hacked and deleted. That was her whole livelihood. That was all of her way to make money. That was basically fucking her, that was her career at this point, and it meant the fucking world to her, and it's gone. So we still haven't been able to get in touch with Facebook. So we decided to move over to Twitch. So this Friday, twitch.com under the name It's Luigi. So ITSLUOUIJA. It's Luigi. She'll be doing her first stream tomorrow at 7, this Friday, June 4th at 7. And it would mean the world if you could come by, because we're kind of fucked if we can't get all those people back.
So it's hers or yours? You keep on saying we.
Well, because that's her whole thing, bro. Like, that'd be like if one of us lost.
You keep saying we.
Yeah, I mean, because that'd be like if we had just got a place and then one of us lost half of the money we were using for it. So which is exactly what just fucking happened.
So what do you do, though?
Well, you know what I do. I'm a money-making machine, bro. I've had a couple great days. Hey, man. I'm not in it, but congratulations, AMC. Congrats, bro. You had a good day yesterday.
I'm not an AMC.
I thought you had a couple.
No, I sold everything you put in Dogecoin.
Oh, bro, AMC went from $6 to $78 yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and it's like it's already too you can't even. It's pointless to get in.
Well, they're trying to take it to 5K, bro. That's what their moon goal is.
Well, isn't that like actually more tangible than something like Doge, because people are actually going back to the movies?
So I was actually talking about that a couple nights ago. I think that when it comes to stocks, a lot of us probably need to figure out how to parlay the information we've learned about crypto into stocks, because I feel like, I just feel proud of us for actually I know me and you don't really get what's happening, but we're trying. Or I'm trying. Yeah. Like, and I know you are, and I know a couple people, like Caroline.
I'm not trying. You're
not trying to understand it? See, I'm fascinated by it. I spend all day reading about it. I just think, like, if we could find a way to have a side hustle that you don't fuck with, it seems so tangible to me to see, like, because it does seem like once you understand the ups and downs and the ins and outs of how markets move, then you can make little small moves to put cash in your pocket.
I don't think you and I have the same definition for tangible. It means like physical, right? Like
I think I could get my hands on that. You know what I mean? I really do.
I'm gonna wrap my hands around this one.
Yeah, I can put my hands around its little fucking neck and shake it like a jibber jabber. Remember those things, jibber jabber?
No, but imagine us being like brought on like one of those shitty shows where they actually have the screens like this, and they're like, "Oh, man, we have a stock specialist, Joel Robertson." He's like, "Yeah,
buy."
Buy. You can put your hands on it and shake the fuck out of it.
You know what? You know Kramer, Jim Kramer, is that his fucking name? The money fucking guy.
Up his sleeves. And he's like the one who's always rolling up his sleeves.
The bald guy.
He's like, buy, sell, buy, 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 buy. I like this one. Buy, buy, buy.
He's having dude, for like, I'd say since the GME shit started, he's been having a fucking meltdown. Every time he goes on TV, he fucking melts down, bro. And I can never really tell whose side he's on. He's a nutcase, bro.
I think he's on there making money.
Dude, he's on there going, I'm going to be honest. They call themselves apes and idiots, and they're making all the money. It's like, yeah, hell yeah, we are, bro. This is our time to shine. My favorite meme is this year. Dude, my favorite meme from this year is that dude that says, so far this year, I've made a lot of money on Dogecoin, AMC, and GME. And really, the only thing that I've learned that I can share with you is be a fucking idiot. What about the Dogecoin millionaire that was on the news the other day? Old chubby dude, the fucking like blonde beard, just looks like he's at his parents' basement. He's like, yeah, I made $1 million on Doge, and I ain't selling. I'm holding forever. Jesus Christ.
I have no idea.
Take your $1 million.
Sell it, dude.
Take your $1 million, bro.
Dude, I'm really concerned about your camera, dude.
Really? Because I've got perfect image this whole time with both of us. Usually, I don't.
Well, you know, since you're an hour late, you're the one that's gonna have to put all this up.
Of course,
you're gonna have to do the summary.
Of course,
you're gonna have to put all the tags in.
Of course,
you have to make your thumbnail.
Of course, I always make the thumbnail.
Every now and then. I've been really into your thumbnails.
Dude, thank you, man. They're so stupid and silly, but I love them. I feel like at this point, if we just keep with that trend of putting those those pictures are so stupid. That's a picture of me with my mom. I just cut my head out, and you're like,
there's so many other pictures of us.
I know. I love those too, though, especially for like the team shot of like Varsity Blues, where it's just two different people 3 times.
Hey, dude, Varsity Dudes we had 30 views.
Hey, it's a good ass episode, dude. I actually really enjoyed that episode just on a listener's perspective. I've listened to it, I think, like 1.5 times.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't usually listen to it all the way. I'll put it on in the background when I'm like cleaning or whatever and try to see if there was any.
Yeah, I put it on just to make sure, that it didn't like fall apart or something because, you know, of course, it's not going to quality check it until it's actually up.
Right.
So,
of course, I fucking see. I was watching this dude who makes videos, and I actually really enjoy his videos on YouTube. But man, this motherfucker takes a couple weeks to get a video up, and then they come out and they're fucking real well produced. But honestly, all he's doing is talking into a thing, and he's editing in video footage about the movies he's talking about. But it's like, bro, if you just put a little less effort in that, you could be cranking them out like we do.
Yeah, dude. It's like, you could already be on the road to 200.
Shit,
the road to 200 begins today, dude.
That's awesome.
We just made such a big deal about getting to 100, and we finally got there.
Did you just throw a dart?
Huh?
Did you just throw a dart?
No, I'm just so bored with your conversation. I'm just peeling things off of my phone.
Oh, that looked badass. You looked like just a rich old dude who's bored. You took a dart and went.
Man, I try to throw darts every now and then. I think that's one of those things that some people like.
Sorry, dude. I'm hurting.
Dude, we need to get you an actual cough button. Like, watch this. Watch. Nothing. It's a button you can, you know what I mean? And then you did get one.
I wonder, could I just hit M and mute?
You can still,
hey, can you hear me?
You can still go. Hold on, I gotta mute this real quick.
Oh, dude. At
What? Go ahead.
At Six Flags, for some reason, I'm dying, dude. For some reason at Six Flags, when you walk in, because we had to wait a little while for them to get there, so we're sitting in like the entrance or whatever, and there's this old man band. And they were going, hey, it's 60 years of Six Flags. Let me hear you say woohoo. And I'm the only one. I'm going woohoo out there just dancing. So they took a break and the fucking radio clips over and it's playing all Christina Aguilera hits from all different eras that make no sense. It's playing that I am beautiful. And then it goes straight into dirty. I want to get a little bit horny. And I was like, how are they doing this at Six Flags, bro? It was so weird, dude. It was so weird. If you wanna.
I just have an image of you at Six Flags and that old man band just going, Joel! You're like, hey, woohoo! And everybody finds out that you go like once a week to Six Flags. And
we're buying season passes because we're like 10 minutes away.
Six Flags over Texas, man. And what else is there? There's Fiesta Texas.
Ranger Stadium. Oh, you mean at other Six Flags?
Yeah. There's Six Flags and
Fiesta.
Fiesta. There was Astro World.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Now that lives on through Travis Scott. Thanks, dude.
What?
Travis Scott, the rapper, his whole thing is Astro World. It's all his, not anymore, but he did a whole album and a whole tour where he would bring a whole set to look like Astro World, and you could ride rides and shit there. Yeah, he's from Houston. But yeah, his whole thing, all his merch is the Astro World logo and everything. Like that was his whole thing for a while. And kids have no clue that like we all went there. I went there so many fucking times.
It's the Six Flags we went to. I've only been to Fiesta Texas like once, but like we used to. Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but Astro, man, I remember like being so like not being able to sleep because so excited to go to Astro World. Yep. And I remember when Batman Returns ride came, that's the first looped ride I've ever rode. What's a Batman Returns ride?
Yeah, my first loop ride ever was Superman at Fiesta.
Yeah, Superman,
Daddy, yeah, it's a laughter instead. There's this other dude playing at Fiesta. There's this other dude playing music at Six Flags, and he was like a hot cowboy. He's probably like your age. He was like looked like
our age,
kind of like a little bit older than me, but not older than you. He looked kind of like that dude from Victoria, the sexy gay cowboy singer.
Chase Brown.
Yeah, he looked a little bit like that, but he was playing to kids. Okay, and he was going.
I think sexy gay cowboy player is a way to describe it. I think he's just Chase Brown. Chase Brown just has his own.
I've never seen him or met him before. I just know he's around.
Really?
Yeah, I've always missed out on being around that dude.
He's amazing. One of the best showman entertainers that I could.
Didn't he parlay it to like a Vegas gig?
Yeah, dude, and he does amazing work, and he's being quite successful and living his dream. Honestly, dude, like he's like out of all the success stories for musicians to come out of Victoria, the two I note the most are Dustin Schaefer and Chase Brown.
Wow, yeah, Dustin's got an album out recently, right?
Yeah,
good for him, man. But yeah, so like I've never even heard that dude's music before, but I know what he looks like. You know what I mean? So I saw this dude. I'm like, damn, that dude looks fucking real stylish. He's playing to kids. Okay, he's playing to kids. And
not Chase Brown, the other guy.
Right, and he finishes this song, and he goes, he looks at all the kids, and he goes, all right, folks, well, that was the theme song to True Blood. Y'all like True Blood? And then he took a minute and looked around and went, actually, if you don't know what True Blood is, never mind. Just started playing something else. I was like, yeah, bro, you better wrap that up, dog. That sex show you're talking about. Fuck.
Fuck.
I actually know the dude who wrote the theme song to True Blood, and he
Nick
heard
Cave?
it on... No, listen. So this dude wrote the theme song to True Blood, and then they put it on the first episode, and he watched the first episode and was like, yeah, I don't like this show. Take my fucking song out of it. And he was like, this show's going to fail. Take my song out of it. So they put that other song in, and then that show became fucking huge. And I would see that dude, and I'd always be like, what about that True Blood song, bro? What about that song?
Honestly, I think it's my computer messing up.
I do too, because I'm perfect over here. It's my computer actually just sent me a message saying, hey, congratulations, your computer's running 1,000%.
Yeah, I just got one that says that my computer is running 8,000% now that I'm the newest member of Starlink. Did you know that I bought? Did you know I own Starlink? Did you know there's already actual Starlink Seattles in the sky? I don't even really understand what Starlink is going to be. Free internet? Not necessarily free, but it's just going to make sure that it accesses, like any part of the planet will have access to high-speed internet, broad or whatever.
And what about those places of the world that don't allow their citizens to access the internet? Are they going to be able to access it, or is it just not going to matter to them?
It probably will be able to access it, I would imagine.
That's interesting. So theoretically...
I'm not a freaking space internet.
Satellite man? You're not a satellite man?
Yeah.
It's interesting because theoretically, if more than a handful of people in a single area in North Korea could get on the internet at the same time, they'd likely be fucked as far as like a regime goes, right? If enough people there if enough people in North Korea understood what was actually happening at the same time, that could be wild.
I would imagine so. I mean, I've never been to North Korea, so I don't understand like what
they don't know what's going on. The majority, I mean, there are people there who do, but a majority of them don't understand they're living in this oppressive regime and that it's different anywhere else.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Like, do they not realize that they're in that? Well, that's
Most of them.
Speculation, Joel. We don't know.
No, so, dude, there's documentaries about how the people.
Pretty sure a majority of them realize how miserable their life is.
Right, but I'm saying I don't think a lot of them realize that it's not that doesn't have to be that way. You know what I mean? You can be miserable and think everybody's miserable.
No, that's true too. Yeah. So
there is this really interesting Vice documentary about how information gets pirated and shared through North Korea. Basically, they all buy USB sticks on the underground, and once a month, these people will fill them with all the newest movies and all the newest TV shows and all the newest albums and cracked games, and then sell it to them at like an extremely cheap price, like, you know, extremely cheap, cents to them. And then they have that for the month, and every month they have to go find a new USB stick to get all the new stuff or whatever. But it's not not very many people. It was the point of that documentary, that even though it was kind of widely known, a lot of the people there don't break rules. They don't want to break rules. They're not interested in breaking rules and finding out about anything. They are devoted to the regime. So no,
I mean, I get that too. And also like breaking rules. And I mean, dude, if we all know anything from the history books, breaking rules, even if it's for it's the right thing, if it's for doing the right thing, you don't come out on top usually.
First one through the gate's always the bloodiest.
Yeah. Is that an old proverb or something?
No, I've just always heard that in regards to anything. The first person to ever make a big move or a big change is usually the one who comes out worst. The people behind him that follow usually do better.
First one through the gates, always the bloodiest. Joel Robertson.
Robertson.
That's going to put on your gravestone.
First one through the gates is always, dude. I want my gravestone to be an Animorphs cover. So as you walk around it, I turn into a lizard. It's just a picture of me, and my face gets progressively more lizard-like.
I've always wanted to be dressed up like in the Evel Knievel outfit, shoved down a human cannon, and fired into a bonfire like that's just 10 feet away from the cannon.
Yeah, so it's a huge explosion of ash. Apparently it's illegal to shoot someone out of a cannon once they're dead. It's like one thing you actually can't do. Was that me and you who talked about that?
I don't know, but I can only imagine because the body would probably just like rip into hundreds of pieces.
They shoot it, their family's all there, that people are saluting and shit, then all of a sudden it just shreds at your arms, your dick's flying, fucking guts are everywhere. Ugh, Jesus.
Nobody's laughing.
Nobody's laughing.
The good friend that we talked about that you went to Six Flags with, he always said he wanted to be taxidermied and put on like just hidden behind the door of the funeral home. And
he is fucking nuts. I got to tell one story about him from Six Flags because it's fucking crazy. So we rode I think it's the country's tallest, fastest roller coaster. It's the Titan. So it's 380 feet down on the first drop at 85 miles an hour. And then, yeah. But so we did that one. Me, him, and his wife and Caroline did that one. And all the way up, he's going.
Who's watching the kids?
They were his mother and father-in-law were there.
Okay.
And his sister-in-law and brother-in-law and their kids were there. So we were taking breaks. Everybody got to ride a little bit at a time. So we're going up, and I'm going. You know me in heights. I'm going. The whole way up. I'm like, how the fuck is it still going up? And Jeff's going. Looking behind him the whole time, sitting up as high as he can. Okay, so we go down. And that ride's fucking intense. It's intense enough to where we got off and Jeff was going, man, that was crazy. And I was like, I know. So there, you go through the whole thing, and then it gets to the...
I even tried not to say his name, and he just straight up...
Oh, I said it so long ago, though, so I've stopped. So you go through the whole first part of it. It's a long-ass ride. So you go through the whole first part of it, then it yanks you up this fucking cliff and just slams you stop. And you go, what the fuck? And it's got this left turn that dips down. So your car very slowly goes out on it, and they tilt your car all the way to the left. I'm sitting on the left. Jeff is sitting on the left. We are fully sideways over the ground. I'm freaking out. Jeff goes, check it out. Woo! He's hanging all the way out. And he's going, I'm going to fall for my family. Get money. I couldn't believe he was swinging out so far, dude. It was crazy. He's a freaking madman. I couldn't believe it, dude. I was like, bro, that is serious. You have balls of steel for that one. Everyone in the ride was going. And Jeff's going, woo-hoo, hanging out of it. And then we all blacked out at the end. You go 80 miles an hour in a circle, and we're all going.
Dude, the best picture that's ever been taken of you is you passing out on that roller coaster.
We were trying to get more of those, but they put 100 fucking watermarks on the picture now, so you can't take a picture with your phone, and it's $40 for the picture.
Dude,
so we didn't even try.
This is iconic. This is iconic picture. Dude, now I'm dying. So what was that ride? That one, not the one you're talking about now, but like the one with the picture. This picture of
that's in Fiesta, Texas, and it's their newest ride. It's the Wonder Woman Golden Lasso. It's a one-track roller coaster. So instead of being a track, there's just one bar, and you sit in a line, and it goes insanely fast and high. And my body just was not feeling it. And I yoinked out, like almost immediately passed out.
There's this picture just Joel passed out. Everybody's screaming with excitement. Joel just passed out. That's like one of my favorite pictures of you of all time. I like how you're so proud of it. I love that.
Dude, I love a good funny picture. And I could not believe I got so lucky with that. It worked so well because everyone's going.
Dude, I simply love that we're talking about roller coasters. I mean, I've never been like, I'm not. There's like people that like fucking. That's like part of their life.
Oh yeah. We watch a lot of YouTube. Actually, man, Caroline is kind of like that. She's obsessed. We spend, I'd say, like. Most of our YouTube time is got at least a few roller coaster videos or dark ride videos. And it's all those kids who, that's their life, man. They just ride all the time.
So like, I mean, what was the one that was at Fiesta, Texas was the Rattler?
Yeah, that's their big one, the Rattler. And then the equivalent at Over Texas is the Giant. The two big wooden roller coasters that are now wooden and metal.
So the largest one was at Astroworld, right? At the time, and that was the Cyclone?
I'm not sure. Because when Fiesta Texas opened that Superman ride, that's the world's biggest loop. Or that was at the time.
We're not talking about the wooden
I know, I'm trying to think of like what, because Astroworld's biggest had to be the Cyclone. But I don't know.
No. The Cyclone was their largest wooden roller coaster. I think it was the largest wooden roller coaster in the nation, at least, maybe the world at the time. But with that said, they actually dismantled that when they shut down Astroworld, and they rebuilt it at Kemah Boardwalk, didn't they?
I don't know.
Pretty sure that's where new home is.
I'm looking at the old Astroworld stuff, and it looks like. See, it's fucking hard because you type Astroworld, and no matter what other words you put, it brings up all Travis Scott stuff because it's all his shit was all built around
history of the Texas Cyclone roller coaster or something like that. Texas. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. That is like the tallest roller coaster. Not the tallest, but the biggest like wooden roller coaster. And it might just simply be because of the amount of wood they use, not necessarily because of the height or anything like that.
Okay, At the time, it was well known for it was built in 1976. Sorry, dude. It's sorry to the customers. I feel like shit, guys. It was 93 feet. What? It's tiny. It's 93 feet tall. That's fucking tiny.
It doesn't mean that it wasn't the tallest in the world at some point.
No, I know. I'm wondering. That's what I'm saying. I'm mostly surprised, but if it was at that point, man, that's really small. Oh, it actually, it wasn't an Astro World original, Doug. It was a Coney Island roller coaster that was completely fucked. It was in a state of disrepair, and it was in danger of being demolished to expand the nearby New York Aquarium. Astro World didn't have a wooden coaster yet, so they attempted to buy it and move it to Houston. But in moving it, they fucked it up even worse.
Damn.
So they just decided to build a replica of it. And when it opened, it was one of the tallest, fastest wooden roller coasters in the world.
Wow.
In 1979, however, the first turn was lowered by 2 feet to prevent stalling so that it could operate safely in winds, which took it off all the lists.
Damn.
Yeah. And then in 1983, somebody got hit by a train and flew off of it and died. And the train fell off and 14 people got injured. That's like one of my biggest fears is the whole train falling off. That's what I felt like was going to happen on that other one.
What?
Yeah, that was in 80s though. So like early 80s, like 83. So I don't know.
Like I just like lumped that in as one of the more casual facts of the
Here's
cycle.
a casual fact for you. The fucking one we were at yesterday, the Texas Giant, which is their Rattler. It's like, it used to be wooden, but now it's wooden and metal. 2 years ago, some woman flew out of it.
Does she live?
Yeah, Doug, she fucking lived. That ride is huge. That ride's fucking huge. She got tossed like 500 feet. And, dude, she fucking died. And the family tried to sue, and Six Flags was straight up put out a statement and said, 100% rider error.
Damn. Probably like not.
They said she was too. Nah, they said she was too big, and that when the thing didn't go down, she didn't tell the people. So she just stupid ass thought she was gonna hold on to it the whole time.
Damn, dude. I remember when I was living in Atlanta. It was like all over the news. It's such a big deal. A kid got it. I think it was a boy
with the leg ripped off.
No, a kid lost his hat on this crazy ride, and he jumped over the fence to get his hat back, and the ride was coming through, and it was one of those ones where your legs dangle.
Yep.
Kicked his head right off, shattered the dude's legs.
Yep, that was horrific, dude. It was the Batman ride. It was the Batman ride in that one.
Kicked his head off, his shoulders.
Imagine being that person who hit him.
Yeah, your legs are destroyed. Man. You killed a kid. You didn't even mean to.
Killed a kid, dude. You decapitated a kid.
But you're going to an amusement park to be amused with your family. A day of joy, a day to escape, not to be involuntarily kill somebody.
The one that always really fucking bugged
like kicking their head off.
Yeah, the one that always really, really disturbed me. I even had a nightmare about this once, but for some reason, hearing about it just bugged me out so bad. You know those ones that shoot you up and then drop you? Like the Tower of Terror or Doom or whatever.
Tower of Terror of Doom.
No, Tower of Terror is that one in Disney World, the elevator that drops. I meant Scream at Fiesta, Texas. Scream or the Justice League Tower of Power. Yeah. Okay, so this girl got on one, and it went up to the top, and everything was fine. But when it got up to the top, a wire that held something in place snapped and wrapped around her leg. And when it dropped her down, it ripped her fucking legs off, bro. And she dropped down to the earth with no legs, bro. And that for some reason disturbs me so bad. This little kid going up, and then you see a wire wrapped around your legs, and before you can do anything about it, bam, your legs are fucking gone. Ooh, that one fucking bugs me, man. I don't know. That's to me like, because, dude, the other guy, he died immediately. You know, if this girl came down as a kid and had no legs, went on a ride, came down, no legs, and everybody around her, just other kids just watching this kid lose their legs. That whole situation just got in my head, and I was like, that is fucked.
Was that a rider error?
Yeah, rider error. Jesus. No, they got fucked for that one. They got real fucked for that one.
Where was that at?
I believe that was at a Six Flags. Girl gets legs chopped off Superman. She was 14, dude. She lost both her feet and half of one leg. It was at Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom. Fucking Six Flags, bro. It felt safe yesterday, but then I read shit like that afterwards, and I'm like, God damn, we were all just 1 inch away from fucking death. And you know what, man? I just gotta say it. As a kid, you don't notice. As an adult, you do notice. Everyone in charge of my safety at that park yesterday was 15 years old.
They're all kids.
It felt pretty crazy. There was on that big Titan ride, they're fucking cracking jokes the whole time on the microphone going, get ready to ride the world's most okay roller coaster. And I'm like, bro, you mind fucking checking my shit instead for your fucking TikTok, you jackass?
It just takes off and you just like fly out of the car before you.
So me and Caroline were talking, most roller coasters, the lift hill goes really slow. And so even though technically you probably wouldn't be able to get off if something happened, you could probably, if all of you turned up around and were going, hey, stop, they would stop. Titan, you hit the first corner and that massive lift hill, it just goes all the way, bro. There's no slow at all. So if something happens on that, you going down, bro, 380 feet, no problem.
What was that one roller coaster that was like, it's like Indiana Jones, Legend of the Hidden Temple kind of vibe, and then the whole entire roller coaster was in the dark? Remember
that? Space Mountain?
No, this is at like Astroworld.
Man, dude, I didn't ride too many of the big ones at Astroworld because I was pretty young still when we would go to those.
I still remember one time when we went to
Runaway Mountain.
Maybe.
Runaway Mountain. It's where you're in the dark in a mine car or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. But I remember one time it being in Fiesta, Texas, and it was like the Joker's Revenge, and it was the one that was backwards.
Yeah.
Backwards. I remember my sister just laughed the entire time because she was so terrified. And you think to be a first job, it's just a little bump, and she just laughed the entire time, and I'm just like screaming my ass off, dude. Yeah.
They have you seen what the new big thing is that they have? There's one at over Texas that was Joker, and then there's one in Fiesta, Texas, it's Batman. So what it is picture this is two sides of it, and they go straight up. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's like two little lift hills that are fully vertical. Okay, and you sit and it pumps you up. Okay, then you get to the top, and the top does this, like a little wave.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah,
and you ride and flip and all this shit on it. That's the new thing, and you're just all up there with no control of yourself. I think I'd probably get sick, so I've been avoiding them. But like, they look fun, kinda. They don't really look like roller coasters. They look more like torture devices.
For sure, I guess this is what it is now, man. There's like, well, we got to fuck these people up somehow.
That's what my dad was saying when I put that picture on Facebook and me passed out. He was like, people pay to fucking torture themselves, dude. Like, why did you do that? You paid to look like... Yeah, yesterday I paid a fucking good amount of money to throw up for about 23 hours, dude. Crazy.
Didn't you have vertigo?
Nah, dude, because I was never spinning. Don't you have to feel what you were still doing to have vertigo?
No, vertigo is just when you're like always dizzy. Like when you get out of your chair, you're dizzy.
No, I know. I wasn't dizzy. That's what I'm saying. I was just extremely nauseous.
Maybe you should go to a doctor. Nah, overrated. Dude.
This actually ended up a pretty good episode.
Did it?
I think so. It's interesting.
Yeah, no, for sure. And you like I remember you like DefunctLand. What's that one channel?
I love DefunctLand.
Did that do with roller coasters or no?
Yeah. He covers any old... Oh, yeah. Me and you watched the Tomb Raider one. Remember where they built that big Tomb Raider ride with the giant fucking statue and they're spinning around? That's why you saw it. I showed it to you.
Yeah, okay. And then like, so this whole... so the YouTube channel we're talking about, we'll put it in the description. DefunctLand?
DefunctLand, yeah. He looks at all big rides and attractions that were very popular but no longer exist. What went wrong, what happened, and where they are now. He's really interesting. Another guy we watch is, if you just want to watch rides, there's Coaster Enthusiasts or Coaster Expo, and they just go all over the world and film roller coasters in 4K. It's fucking crazy. My favorite ride to watch right now is the Tron roller coaster at Shanghai Disneyland. Doug, it's amazing. You sit in a light coaster like in Tron. Yeah. All the cars are your individual light coaster. You sit like this. And it plays Daft Punk D-Rezzed, and you just hit this insane roller coaster that looks like the movie Tron. It's badass, dude.
Yeah, Daft Punk, dude, they've no more.
I know, man. And I tried really fucking hard to get that vinyl when Mondo put it out a couple weeks ago, and it sold out within seconds. And the prices on eBay. Well, dude, the records never sell out. They have records that they've still had for like 10 years on that site.
But the whole Daft Punk breaking up, I said, still.
It went so fast. They're going for like $1,000 on eBay. I love that soundtrack, but fuck, man.
Dude, so speaking of cool YouTube channels.
Mondo! I fucking forgot.
Yeah, dropped it.
At noon, I was just fucking
noon, you were asleep.
Yeah.
So what was I gonna say? Oh, other cool channels I've been watching. So dude, I don't know if you've ever watched anything about opal mining in Australia.
Like uncut gems opal mining?
Yeah.
No.
Dude, it's incredible.
Okay.
Like, you know how they have like Gold Rush and stuff on Discovery here? They have shows about opal mining. And it's just like, it's like, damn, I did not realize. I thought opal was almost like made up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It does seem like a weird who has an opal? Yeah.
Yeah. So the whole thing behind opal, I'll tell you what, 103, I'll bring some notes for episode 103 about opal because it's really intriguing and it makes you want to it actually makes uncut gems even more enticing. Because when you think about how much money he thought it was worth, and how much he didn't that they offered him, in that auction.
Right.
It's like, oh yeah. So black opal is obviously the creme de la creme. There's all kinds. Anyways, check out opal mining or whatever, or an opal polishing if you'd like.
Put some notes together for the next episode, and I like that. I want to learn more about that.
Yeah, and then JCS, there's a YouTube channel called JCS. Investigations, I believe, and it's just this dude, and he does a really good job of taking interrogations from unknown cases to Parkland murder, the Parkland shootings investigation or interrogation.
Oh,
and Chris,
the interrogation videos, we watch them too,
dude, and he breaks everything down.
Yep.
So
Love it.
Is so freaking intriguing, dude. I'll just spend.
What's the name of that one?
JCS something.
Okay.
JCS. But maybe we can bring up some notes on that too in the next show.
Yeah, for sure. I would say the wildest one I've seen from him is that woman who was a cop in the 80s in New York, and she murdered somebody, and they didn't bust her till they don't bust her till 2015, and she has no fucking clue that's what they're there to talk to her about, and you just see. Because she's still a cop. So as they fucking are talking to her, she's starting to think no way this could be about that chick I murdered in the 80s. And then it is. And you just watch her whole world fall apart. This 35-year-old secret she had just getting called out. It's wild.
Dude, everything I'm learning about that is if the moment you are invited to a police station,
shut the fuck up.
And they put you in a fucking interrogation room, even if they're we just have questions about the case and you're a witness, even they just say, I don't give a fuck if you're just asking me what color shoes I was wearing that day. It's you are
not interested in talking about my day.
Not interested at all. Doesn't matter what it is.
Do you watch that lawyer dude who tells you what to say and what not to say in all the different situations?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, so shut the fuck up is your rule, right? But what you're actually supposed to say is if you're pulled over or if they're asking you stuff about where you're coming from, any situation, you go, I'm not interested in talking about my day. And if they ask you again, you can say, I'm not interested in talking about my day. And that's all you fucking say. You don't add extra words. You don't fucking change it, make it snazzy, because they use those extra words to fuck you. I'm not interested in talking about my day is all you have to say. And if they fucking want to push, you don't say shit. Shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Even if they're doing horrible shit, shut the fuck up, because you're going to be okay if you shut the fuck up. They got nothing. Unless you're fucking committing a huge crime and they got something. Then shut the fuck up so you don't get caught faster.
Yeah. So, it sounds so shitty to sound so anti-hero, but it's they're coming after you.
Who are fucking heroes? What are the heroes we're talking about? Police?
No, I'm saying it sounds so anti-hero, maybe if you are doing something wrong.
Sure.
And you're if I don't say anything, I'll get in trouble. It's don't do anything wrong in the first place.
Too many videos of people getting popped for not following instructions or for saying the wrong thing or for always popping off to cops. I'm not interested in that shit ever happened to me or my friends. Shut the fuck up and don't let them look at your shit. If they ask to search your shit, ask them for a fucking warrant. If they ain't getting a warrant right then, they'll bring the dog. The dog will sniff and he'll pretend to pop and they'll search your car anyway. But I don't know. Don't let them cop in your house ever without a warrant, period. And if they do have to go get a warrant, that's a good fucking opportunity for you to leave. That's what we were watching it. No, we're watching a show right now called Startup. It's a fucking amazing show on Netflix. Really fucking good. Adam Brody, Edie, can't remember that dude's last name, and some girl. They start a startup tech company or whatever, and it's like a drama thriller or whatever about all the things that go wrong. But a cop comes to this dude's house and he's like, get a fucking warrant, dude. You get a fucking warrant, then you can come in. And like 8 episodes later, the cop comes with a warrant and goes, I got that fucking warrant. And it's like, damn, bro, you should just bounce. You had 8 days. Leave, dog.
Yeah, get the hell out of there.
You want to wrap this up, buddy? I am hurting.
For what?
To go like either puke or get in the bath again.
No, dude, you're doing great. You look fine.
Okay.
So you think that you're sick from a roller coaster?
No, that's what I'm saying. I think that the roller coaster exasperated whatever it was we were puking from before we left. The food. I think I got sick at the restaurant, which sucks because that's the most expensive restaurant I've been to in like 5 years.
Okay. All right, guys. It's another episode of I Didn't See It, But I Believe You. I'm Doug.
I'm Jug.
And I'm Joel. And make sure that you click right here to subscribe to our channel. And then you can watch another video where Joel's sitting right there. All right. Bye, everybody. Joel, put this on the internet. This is your responsibility today. Bye. And I'll put